An absolute fucking stud. The show is, well, I'm not going to say what he does for the show on that side. Let him know what he does for the show on this fucking side. It's always like to have support. This is a beautiful fucking crowd. He runs a business called Support Live Comedy. He makes people butts in seats. He's a very funny man. He's here for you right now. Can I get another comic up on stage? Cool as you guys? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Tommy J. Warren, everybody.
How's everyone doing tonight? Nice international crowd. That's always a good thing. Appreciate that. So, sorry, my hose is cut. I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. 48 years old, so that way you guys now know my bills come more a month than I do. And that's pretty ironic because I have 7 children. I'm not lying, I got 7 kids. It's not my fault though, I love playing with the box they come in. Oh, when it feels that good, you don't want to leave, right? It's like we've all been there, we've all been to the arcade. Da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, da ding. You're just feeding quarters. Yeah, I'm 48. I don't have that stamina now unless I don't like fucking freebase a couple Viagra. So, as you guys can tell, I do have a problem with weight that I'm working on. So it's not my fault though. It's because my favorite sandwich is an ice cream sandwich. You know, like you go anywhere. To any event, if they're putting out sandwiches and someone drops ice cream sandwiches down there, you're dropping your plate and going for the ice cream sandwich. And I know every one of you will do it, even if you're lactose intolerant, because I am. I love having like 2 ice cream sandwiches and then stopping by Taco Bell and then going to open houses. It's, I'm just glad the owners on it, but nowadays they got cameras everywhere, the audio, video record everything. So like when you're walking through the upstairs bedroom and you're like, they hear that. One day oh my God, I shit so bad, I had to put an offer in on the house. But it's all right, they declined it. Because they were like, which one was you? And I was like, oh, I had my face on the shirt. They were like, no. So I dodged that bullet, thankfully. So, you know, at my age, I'm at that awkward age where I see people my age and older doing shit they shouldn't be doing. Mountain climbing, zip lining, being able to walk to the fucking fridge without losing your breath. I'm impressed if I don't lose my balance putting my underwear on in the morning. So, now mind you, in my ankle's defense, one ankle, a lot of weight. So, it was a lot funnier in my head. So, I recently found out some really cool things. The best form of stress relief is an orgasm. So I've taken this to a whole new level. I've become a personal trainer. So now I can go around and if I tell you to go fuck yourself, it's because I care. I don't want to see you stressed out. Right? I'm not going to offer a hand, but I'll be there to support you. So, earlier tonight before we were heading out, like I said, I do have 7 kids. My libido's not broke yet. So, you know, to the wife, and I was like, hey, how about, you know, just a little relaxation before the show? She was like, well, I don't know. It took me 30 freaking minutes to get her bra off. What the fuck's up with that? I was more embarrassed when she walked in and I was still trying to get it off. Like, look at my body, look at my arms. I'm not built for that. But if she's wearing the bra, it's like, done. I'm 48 years old. I mastered that skill by the time I was 20. So, here's some good advice for all the men in the room. Who here hates arguing with their partner? 1, 2 hands. You're all lying. Nobody likes to fight. But if you are fighting and you want it to end, here's what guys are going to do. Start stripping. And you're going to ask, but why? I'm going to tell you. And it's the moment you start losing clothes, she's going to lose all interest in you, get a headache, and want to know. Right? So, now women, here's one for you. If you and your partner are arguing and you want it to be over with, you're done with it, take your shirt off, pop them out. It is scientifically proven men lose 50% of their thinking ability when they see breasts. 25% for each one. But if you're out in public and he's still arguing and he just won't stop, just pop him out. Because I'll tell you, if I see that, I'm going to come over and support you. Because that's what I do. So, the other night when my wife was sleeping, she was laying there and she had the biggest fucking smile on her face. Whoever here laying with your partner, see your partner with a big smile on her face, right? You love to see that, right? Like, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. We just recently celebrated our anniversary. So I was like, oh my God, I wonder what she's dreaming about. And then it dawned on me, she thought of a new way to kill me. Which is why she was smiling. So, I didn't ask her about it in the morning because I'm sure for some reason I'd have to apologize for something I did in her dream. We've all been there, right? So, I heard this the other day and I thought this was kind of funny. We all know what furries are, right? Right? Right there, everyone. They know. Okay, so furries are animals, right? People dress up as animals. When white people do it, why aren't they called white, like crackers? Animal crackers. That'd be perfect, man. I mean, you'd be able to have that convention and no one would know. Kids would want to go to that. Not my kids, though. So, one thing I did, I've always thought was a funny phrase. Sir, is your wife? Partner? Never mind. How many people here have been out with their partner and you hear that phrase? You're a lucky man. Do you know what that's code for? Dude, I would fuck your wife. It's true. 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. And I had an operation, and I beat it, and I'm here today, thankfully. Thank you very much. I do that for gratuitous applause, but also it sets up my next show. So every year I go back for a yearly physical. And I feel sorry for my doctor. He gets to see me naked. She's undressing me with her eyes. So anyway, my doctor walks in, washes his hands, and then he immediately wants to check for a hernia. You all know how they check for hernia, right? Cup your junk, tell you to cough. Keep in mind, he just washed his hands in the coldest water in the fucking universe. He's got a hold of my junk, and we all know what happens with cold and, all right? Right? So the best I can get out is a... And as he looks up at me, has anybody here ever involuntarily blinked or winked at someone? Yes, folks, it happened. As we locked eyes, and I'm in the stirrups, and his head is right here, with my junk in his hand, I winked at my doctor. So I'm like, I gotta make this weird, because it's not weird enough yet. So I ran my fingers through his hair. I fucked that up. Supposed to say I put my hand on his head first, then I ran my fingers through his hair. But either way, I can't wait because my next physical's next week. I can't see what shit I'm gonna do this year. Anyway, guys, that's my time. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting live comedy and entertainment, supporting cats. Let's bring your wonderful host back, the wee man himself, Levi Man.
So, come back next week when he tells us about his visitation to the proctologist. Hiya. You know what? I'm going to book an appointment, man. It sounds like so much fun.
I'll give you his number.
Thank you very much. How big are his hands?
Finger.
Okay, cool. Just cool. You guys having fun? I'm having a fucking